What are you doing here?
Taking off the bull bar, because we've got a nice new bull bar from ARB. I'm going to hand paint these badges here. Woohoo! Look at that! All painted up. Hi everyone, so today we're going to start something really exciting. What I've got here in front of me is actually sound and heat insulation. So obviously Land Cruisers are very well known for their road noise and how loud they can be. And obviously that's most apparent in the 40 series, as there's no insulation in them whatsoever. It's just raw steel throughout. So when I was doing this build, I knew I wanted some sort of insulation in it because we're going to be doing longer trips. You just want to make it as comfortable as possible and sort of, I suppose, modernise the car a little bit, dare I say it. The purists might be angry at me. But I got onto car builders. So I'd heard about this company a lot. I just see them a lot. People really talk, quite highly of their products. So I got onto them, and they were very accommodating, and yeah, they agreed to send us their Troopy pack. So this is designed for a 70 series Troopy, but obviously it'll cross over to our 40 series Troopy, no worries, because I suppose internal dimensions are fairly similar. So what does this include? So you've got your stage 1 sound deadener, which is an adhesive sheets which you can roll on. Because they're adhesive, you can put them on, stick them on side panels, inside doors, which is what we're going to be doing today, removing the trim, putting them inside our doors, which are nice and loud. What else does it come with? It comes with mass noise liner here, which will go under the seats. So you put this on first, and then this will go on next, which is just another layer of sound and heat insulation. And then this here is just like a large, rubberized waterproof mat on one side, and then you've just got your foam on the other side, which is again another layer of insulation for the tub. And it's an awesome pack. I mean, it comes with your rollers, Stanley knife to cut it, foil tape, they even give you a stubby cooler. So it just comes with everything. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what it can do. Also, we're getting some roof insulation as well. So this is actually one of the most, exciting modifications doing to the car after driving across the country and putting up with all the noise. So really keen to get into it. Today we'll do the doors, but yeah, we'll get stuck into it. Alright, so we've got the door here with the door trim on it. This is literally the only piece of trim in the whole car on the two doors. Yeah, we're just going to take the trim off. Just got trim removal tool, cheap little thing from Super Cheap Auto. So yeah, we've got this trim off, and we're going to put in it the stage 1 sound deadener. As I said, because it's adhesive, we can stick it on the inside with the rollers, and that'll stick on nicely, and hopefully we're going to hear a nice big difference in it. Just thinking about it, as far as cars that would really benefit from insulation like this, like 40 series are probably right up there with the ones that would benefit the most. One, they're super easy to do because you have no trim to remove, so there's no excuse for that. And obviously they have no insulation whatsoever, so I think you'd probably notice a big difference. So you just slide your tool under here, and then in between, line it up with the window wiper. Let's give it a little push. Come on. Oh, that was the piece. That was the piece that came out, but then that just comes straight off. And then go and find that little piece of metal that shot out, because that's an important little tiny thing. Here it is. Don't lose it. Now, I'm just going to be careful when I pop the trim up because it's so old. The little clips in it tend to pop out really easily. It's just some MDF under there, so this vinyl on top and the MDF, I know these perish quite easily because, when you get a bit of water in there and that, it really closes it up. But anyway, pop it off. That's it. So these doors usually have it's a bit of like I suppose just protection, sort of plastic. I think that's I don't know, that's something sort of to do with acoustic lining or anything or whatnot. But yeah, that's obviously gone. They probably ripped it off when they put these bloody speakers in. They cut the door trims up. They cost like $150 for a genuine door trim. Don't cut them 40 series, people. Put it in a console or something. All right, one important thing to do is clean up the surface that you're going to be sticking your mass noise liner on so it doesn't fall off. Bit of wax and grease remover is best for that. So we'll go ahead with that and we'll start cleaning it up on the inside and yeah, get to it. Little rollers you get with the pack, pretty cool. Get the Stanley knife as well. So yeah, you can use this to roll your stage 1 sound deadener on, and you can also use the other end to get into your nooks and crannies. So our next job will be cutting it to size. Geez, pretty good actually, the hole. Decent sized hole here, so we'll just cut it into smaller strips and we'll feed it in underneath the window winder mechanism, an arm, and yeah, we'll feed it in and we'll stick it on. So I'm going to use this hole here to stick the sound deadener in. Now I'm going to cut it using this here as my width. This is just window winder arm where the window goes up and down the track. So I'm just going to cut it that wide and then we can start feeding long thin sheets up to that end and then sticking them down all the way along. So just made a little mark there. Now I'm going to cut this into strips and I'll use this as my reference and then I will just keep using that one for my sizes. So we're just doing some test fits before we take the sticky backing off, just making sure we have all the bits and pieces to fit. Hot tip for if you're doing this stuff, when you cut the sound deadener, it has a foil edge. Just try and use a roller as much as you can. Don't run your fingers along the edge because I've cut my fingers twice doing it now. What's the definition of an idiot? Someone who does the same thing twice and expects a different result. Alright, so I've lined the inside with the stage 1 sound deadener now. Very quick and easy. Probably we only use 2 sheets, just over 2 sheets. If you just wanted to do the doors in your car, I mean, one pack would do it. I'm keen to see the effect. I think it's one of those mods, the rare mods that sort of you do and it has an immediate effect after, like, you know, not too much effort. So yeah, we'll put the trim back on and then we'll do a test and just see the difference between the doors. There we go, it's back on. All right, so we've had one that has been done and one that hasn't been done, so I'll just do a quick test. So it hasn't been done. All right, so now we'll just do the second one and then our doors are done. Just like that, doors are done. Probably only took us 45 minutes to an hour. It's definitely taking the tinny note and the resonance out of the door. Awesome, can't wait to do the rest of the Troopy.
Yeah, what's next?
So we're gonna get the doors back on. We don't have door seals yet. It would be easy to put door seals on with the doors off, but won't be too bad. Regardless, when we do get the seals, we're still working on which ones to get because genuine are so expensive. So we're just seeing if there's like a good quality, cheaper option, but see how we go. Yeah, these bastards are really heavy now with all the sound deadening and stuff in and just being cruiser doors, they're super heavy. So I'll hold it up and Holly is going to screw them in. that was a nice fun job. It's just a bit awkward trying to sort of lift it and then lining it all up, and the bolts were just not really going in nicely because they had a bit of pain in the thread and stuff like that. But we got them in eventually, and then after that they were a little bit wonky, so we just had to untighten them and then close the doors, and then we'll just tighten them back up. So fun times. Now we can get our non-genuine Toyota new side mirrors on, which are a bit crappy and flimsy, but it's easy to buy new ones and throw them on. Cool, let's do that.
Hello.
Ooh, hello. So these are our new mirrors. So definitely not as good quality, as I said, as the genuine Toyota, but...
I'll show you how old ones.
Yeah, I'll show you the comparison.
They're like, the plastic is starting to like flake away.
Yeah, it's getting flaky and rusty, and then showing the inside, the spring. Ooh. That's rusty. That's brand spanking. Made in Taiwan, not Japan.
Wow.
These tie mirrors are so crap that we have to, we've had to drill out the mount because it didn't even line up with the original holes. So, nice one, Taiwan. All right.
Barn doors are on.
Barn doors are on. Just gonna put the number plate holder back on, and then there's a big flap of metal that goes on there. And yeah, just need seals.
So now that the car is pretty much back together, minus the roof and the windscreen, we are going to start putting sound ender in the body of the car, essentially. So we're going to put it down the back walls, in the front floor pan area, and then we've got a few mats, I think, insulation mats, I don't really know, Matt knows more than I do, to go in the tub. So I'm going to start just wax and greasing the back of the car now. And
Grease removing.
wax and grease removing, not adding.
Not adding.
Yeah, so it'll stick. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. There is a shape here, that shape that it's one of Dad's, but gosh, it just does not know how to bar. It just makes us laugh. Anyway, so I've just gone through the back here and I've waxed and grease removed all of the dirt. I actually used soapy water the other day to wash it out again, but look how filthy that is. It's gross. Anyway, so now I'm going to do the stage 1 of the sound ender. So let's do that. So I've just finished the sound ender on the walls. We ended up using one box to do the walls and the doors, so it actually goes quite a fair way. We have another, was it 4 boxes or 3?
4.
Another 4 boxes to do the floor pan. So finally, finished the footwells. Not gonna lie, that was a long process. It took me probably 5 hours. But we have heaps left over, so now we're gonna do the wheel arches, or the steps as we call them. We've still got like another, what,
Yeah,
2.5
well, what have we done?
boxes.
So we've done the inside of the doors, and we've done the footwell up to just behind the seats. And how many boxes did we use?
And not to mention the sides.
Oh, and the sides of the car. How much did we use?
I think 2.5 boxes.
2.5, 2-ish boxes. So I tell you what, this Troopy pack, yeah, it comes with
Comes with a lot.
comes a lot. So Holly spent all yesterday putting stage 1 sound deadener in. The next layer of insulation that's going to go in is this mass noise liner. So this is going to go under the front seats, in the footwell, and just sort of behind the front seats a bit. And we'll probably actually be able to go quite a fair way back because we've got 2 rolls of this. So this is obviously sound, but also heat, good heat insulation, which is going to be awesome for us because that the footwells in the 40s, they get hot. We're just gonna get started with this and show you how we're gonna put it in. So what we're gonna do is actually, we've unrolled it and we're gonna cut it in half just to make it easier to put in each individual footwell because we wanna sort of mold it around gear levers, the seat mounts, and obviously into the footwell and up along the firewall as best we can. So that's what we will do. I'm just going to mark it. That was a sheep coughing outside. All right, so just placing it in now. Just make sure the pedal clearances are all good. The accelerator and everything. And then yeah, I suppose we're just gonna start cutting it out and fitting it to the inside of the car. It's not too pretty, but
You were definitely not going to do this for a full-time job anytime
No,
soon.
I don't think car builders is going to be hiring us anytime soon, but
It's not perfect. No, we need perfect, but it's not bad. And we reckon it's probably one of the most insulated 40s getting around now.
yeah.
Thank you, car builders. So now we're going to do the final liner, which goes in the tub.
Yeah, tub liner. So it's
Yeah.
just like a thick, it's got foam on one side and then like a rubberized sort of waterproof matting on the other.
Yeah.
So this will be interesting to see how we can do it because in the normal or 70 series Troopies, you have to go around the wheel arches. But this one, our wheel arches are the entire car. So we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Mass noise liner in the footwells. As I said, the job we've done isn't too pretty, but it's going to do the job. And then obviously we're going to have the original Toyota vinyl back over the top, which is seamless. So that'll sort of cover up most of our seams and the awkward spots around sort of all the handbrake and the gear levers. But I mean, it didn't take us long. What, hours work?
Oh, if that?
If that.
45 minutes?
45 minutes and all that's in. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty good bang for buck. So we just measured the width of the aisle of the Troopy, which is 1030 millimeters. And what we're going to do is, yeah, we'll just cut it with scissors and it should just pop straight in. Yeah. To there.
Cool.
Awesome.
Troopy's lined.
Troopy is insulated. Yeah, I mean it's a really quick. I mean, well, I think relatively speaking, in regards to doing things to cars, if you've got an old car like this, it's going to benefit massively. Like 40 series especially, like they've just got absolutely no insulation. So if you're building something for touring or you just want it to be a bit more comfortable, like this is going to make a huge difference. I can't wait to get out on the road and actually hear the difference. We didn't, you know, record how many decibels we were doing before we put this in or anything like that. But I think we're going to notice a massive difference, huge difference. So yeah, really excited, and it's just a nice step to making this thing into a comfortable touring vehicle. Last thing we've got to do is just put the original Toyota vinyl back in over the top of this, and yeah, we'll see the result.
Shoes are off.
Yeah, nice clean new stuff. I don't want to...
Maybe you can
Ooh,
wipe.
it's a nice soft feel to it.
Is it?
Yes, better than raw metal. Nice and squidgy foam. Which is just...
There you have it.
Looks a bit ratty because it is. This old vinyl. I'm just going to get some dash mats to put in. And then yeah, once we get the seats and everything back in, be good to go. So there you have it, insulating a 40 series Troopy. As I've said a million times, I think any 40 series could really benefit from this, or any Land Cruiser for that matter. 70 series, 40 series, 60 series, all those kind of older ones. Also, just want to say a massive thanks to car builders for sending that stuff out. I approached them, I've heard a lot about their stuff, I've seen people always use it, and I was curious, so I got onto them. They were very, very kind to send us out the Troopy pack. So they do a heap of packs for different, utes, dual cab utes, single cab utes, Troopies, heaps of stuff. And they're pretty good value, and it goes a long way. Like, we've got leftovers, so great value for money. Even just getting 1 or 2 packs of the stage 1, putting it in your footwells and that, it goes a surprisingly long way. So thanks very much, car builders. We've actually got one more thing to go on, and that's the insulation inside the roof as well. So we are kitted out. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. But I'm just at the point now, I'm just so worried about getting these roof gutters wrong. It's the window wiper assembly. It's the arms. One of them was seized. And to be honest, the fiberglass windscreen that we got, it's just, everything's just a little bit out. Cheers for watching, everyone. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to follow along of the adventure with Elsie. Cheers.